What's going on, people? It's Blue King here, back with some NASCAR The Game 2011. Looks like next up on the list is Atlanta, which, did we do an Atlanta race at all this year? I forget if 2011 was the first year they only had one race. I think it was, because I don't remember doing one. It would have been right around this part of the season, and no. So yep, it's the first and only time we're going to be going to Atlanta. It is one of my favorite tracks. I always like the mile-and-a-half tracks, the really wide ones and stuff. Interested to see how it goes, because I know in the newer NASCAR games, the tire wear fall-off is huge at Atlanta. And I do have double the wear on. It's a 33-lap race, so I'm interested to see how this goes. Kyle Busch is on the pole. It's a 29.51 second lap time. We are, of course, going to skip that. Who needs to qualify when we're this good? And also, who needs to have assists on when we're also this good? Because I'm not a little sissy boy. So let's get it on. It'd be really cool if the tires have like major fall off when we're slipping and sliding and stuff. Because then it'll make my stranglehold on wins a little bit tougher. I forget exactly how many wins I have in a row. I think it's up to like 4 or something like that. I've had ideas of possibly in the chase just to make my life that much more difficult. Like doing something like wear-wise, I might test out like what ×3 wear is or whatever the next one. And see, because I feel like near the beginning, I just wasn't used to this game. And like how it drove and all that stuff, because it had been a while. Where now I feel like I've gotten quite a bit better. So maybe I can handle it better. I don't know. I don't know if I want to risk it. But I don't really want to win every single race, because I don't think that's fun. I don't know if you guys think it's cool with me like winning every single race. I kind of prefer to be, more racing in the pack, even near like the very end of the race. I guess if it's like a last lap pass, it'd be pretty cool. But I'd rather not, like, say in this race, get to first in, like, lap 15 and then dominate the rest of the way. Because that would be boring. Because I know when I watch real NASCAR, that is boring when someone like Kevin Harvick or, like, the Coca-Cola 600 this year, Mark Truex led every lap. And even though I like him as a driver, that was kind of boring. Especially since my driver, freaking Casey, had to have a problem in that race. Which this week, which was Sonoma, he got a nice top 10, which is good. Tony Stewart got a much-needed win, and I'm just flying by everybody because they were screwing up, and I knew that was going to happen, so I'm going to stop. He got a much-needed win. His chances for the chase are really good. All he needs to do is just either not get injured, not run anybody over, and not finish like 35th every race, and he's pretty much in the chase, which is good for him. And they are crashing. Do some expert wreck avoidance here. I'm getting hit from behind. And there is the big one. Which, wasn't that where the big... What the heck happened? Well, Pablo Montoya got into him a little bit. And just chaos ensued. Look at me, that expert wreck avoidance. Andy Lally getting into me, and then he gets collected. So, haha. I did not cause that accident. And wow, I just looked at the PVR, and the frame rate was god-awful at that point. Where are we? We're like midway through the pack. I'm gonna guess like 26th or something. Or I can't be 26th on the inside. 25th, let's just say that. Because I forget what position I was in. 27th. So that was close. Could have either went up or down from 26, and I had a 50-50 shot being right, it looked like. Is that Brian Vickers? Let's try to go up here and help him a little bit. I mean, he is our teammate. Even though I said, pretty sure in one of the other parts I said I disowned him. Or no, if he doesn't make the chase somehow, he is disowned. Like, I'll somehow become the owner of this team and just, like, deactivate his contract or something. Oh, no. Oh, well, there he goes. Catching a little bit of air there. Freaking Josh Wise, there you go. Don't wreck my teammate, even though it definitely wasn't your fault. Why did they stop? Wait, how was Andy Lally even in front of us? Oh, wait, no, that's behind us. They were wrecking too. So they're going to crash anyways. So it's not my fault. Yay. Unless they were checking up because of the accident I caused. I don't know why they're just stopping. I guess one thing I could talk about is that this is the first recording I've done of this playthrough since they've actually released some gameplay video of NASCAR Heat Evolution. A couple of things I can say about it is that it looks pretty good. I mean, it's about what I expected. It doesn't... It seems like it might be an early build, at least I hope so. because it doesn't have like the kind of polish that most games that get released usually do, and I'm crashing. But anyways, it doesn't really have that kind of level of polish that games usually have. So I'm hoping that's just that because they got a couple months to get things all washed up, looking all good. But one thing that's very glaring, if you've ever either watched any of my videos really, or especially some of my recent ones, or have ever played NASCAR games, is that you can definitely tell they're using like the Dirt to Daytona engine or like NASCAR Heat engine that they had from like leftover from 15 years ago. Because the cars seem to, from a little bit of gameplay we saw, like behave very similarly. Even the AI does, as well as the like the sounds are the most glaring part, because it sounds exactly like Dirt to Daytona. And it even, like, if you look at the RPMs, like look at the RPM right here, like NASCARs actually have like do over 9,000 RPMs, like 9,500. If you looked in those videos, like they only do about 8,500 RPM, which I find interesting because that's what they did in the older games. Because they used to, that's like 2000, 2001. That's about what they did was 8,500 on the top end of things. And wow, these guys are just so easy to pass. So I found that interesting. I'm hoping that's just like placeholder engine sounds and whatnot, but you never know. They're probably working on a pretty tight budget. Which is why I think it's kind of unfair for a lot of people when they say like you Technics games were bad and stuff. I don't mind them. I kind of like my enthusiasm kind of got ruined when there was no blowovers in the newer ones. Crap. But I still think they're honestly solid games, and they must be getting annihilated back there. But I still think they're good games, and I'll probably think NASCAR Heat Evolution's a good game too. As long as it's fun, I don't care. I don't care if it's super ultra realistic or anything like that. As long as it's fun. And it has blowovers. That's a big thing. Now, if it's using the Dirt to Daytona stuff, it's gonna have them, which is good. But as long as it has that stuff, like I'm usually fine. Like I don't really care if the frame rate goes down, like in those big crashes like just happened. As long as it doesn't go down when you're actually racing, which it looked pretty smooth from what I saw. And honestly, I don't like what I'm seeing here. It's looking like my recording is getting all screwed up, and I don't like that. Half tempted to stop the recording to see why it's doing that. Okay, I'm going to pause. First time ever in this playthrough, I'm actually going to pause and see what the heck is going on, because I swear if this is screwing up, this is going to be the first time in this playthrough that it has been. So I'm going to pause right as I get to the start-finish line. Okay, looks like it was just the recording software looking really weird because I guess it wasn't the frame rate being bad, it was mostly just the frame rate on the PVR being bad. And I forgot that when I press the stop button that it's kind of lagging behind, so my audio probably cut out there into oblivion. But now I'm back, and I looked at the video that just got recorded, looks fine. I kind of skipped through it a little bit to make sure each part was looking okay. Looks fine, though when I upload it, it might look a little bit different now. Because I'm going to have to edit these two things together, and sometimes like the compression on my video editor is probably going to be a little bit different than the compression on just a raw video, because if you haven't noticed, like I don't edit like these videos at all. It's just all one go, I go for it, boom, click stop, done, and get going. So let's continue and hope no more shenanigans ensue. I am in 10th. I am liking what I'm seeing, although I'm pretty sure in the beginning of this race I told you guys I don't want to be like in first place by lap 15, and it's almost lap 15, and I'm actually very close to being in first. Ooh, Martin Truex, calm yourself. It doesn't have to be this way. Kyle Busch has a pretty healthy lead. And another caution. Wow, they cannot get off of turn 4 at all. Whoops, sorry, Trevor Murray. I just said Trevor Brain. Like, what's his name? I forget who is even in the booth at Gateway Race. Dude who had like his voice crack. I don't remember. Wow. Yeah, things happened. Lots of fail going on there. Yeah, pretty sure I was talking about NASCAR Heat Evolution after that happened. I got very sidetracked. Did car? They must have pit. Huh. Anyways, like I said, as long as it's fun and has blowovers, I'm gonna be happy. As long as the online is good too, because I like playing online, but in some of these games the netcode isn't the best. So unless you're with a group of people who are actually fairly competent, most of like the randoms on this game, and I am just wall riding, are not the best people to play with. So as long as that's good, I'll be fine. But definitely my biggest hopes is one, there's going to be blowovers, which if they're using or modeling it off after the Dirt to Daytona engine, probably will. And two is that it has good online multiplayer. And then three would probably be that its campaign is pretty fun, because I plan on getting the game on release if I can, which more than likely I will be able to, and probably doing a playthrough of it. Be interesting, because I'll probably, my first thing will probably be a video about the blowovers, of course, because you know that's kind of what this channel's about. But then I'll actually, like, I won't even really try out the game that much. I definitely will be doing the single player until I actually record it, so it'll be kind of like my first impressions of the game, kind of going through it. So I'm excited for it. The people who made it at Daytona, it's really good. The AI is what I'm pretty happy about. Is that if the AI acts like they do in Dirt to Daytona and stuff, it's going to be a lot of fun, because unlike this game, they don't wimp out when you're actually like racing side by side with them. And ooh, I'm getting close to the wall there. But that is my rant of NASCAR the Heat stuff, NASCAR Heat Evolution. I will talk about it more, I guess, when we get more info. It'd be really cool if my channel was big enough that I could actually get that game before it released, but I don't think that I have enough viewership or enough subscribers to do that. So it would be really cool, but I'll probably just have to buy it like anybody else, which I'm perfectly fine with, because I don't mind actually paying for my games. I can definitely feel tire wear kind of going down. You know, the other cars did pit. I thought about pitting for like half a second. I was like, should I pit? I was like, nah, don't think I really need to, but it might have been actually a good idea to do that. So my car is tight, like really tight. That's what he said. I get it. Okay, I guess my fastest lap isn't too far off of the actual fastest lap, but I'm used to being the fastest, so I don't like that. It needs to be faster. Is Sonic open at 1 a.m.? Because I think I want ice cream still. Forget if I was saying that in this part or if it was when I was recording SSX, because just before this I was recording SSX Tricky, and one of those I said I want ice cream, and I still do. I really want ice cream right now for whatever reason. But it is 1 a.m. I doubt places like that are open still, because I think 1 a.m. is about when they would close. Though, I could always be a plebeian and get some Mickey D's like ice cream cone or sundae. I'll be that guy walking in at 1:30 in the morning, be like, hey, can I get like a $1 sundae, please? Or like a McFlurry, or both, because I'm that kind of guy. Like, if I can't decide on something, if it's feasible, I will attempt to just get both and eat both things, or try out like both games or something like that. I'm just a weird person like that. I'm starting to find my rhythm a little bit more here. Scraping the wall, gonna make my car a little bit more narrow. I don't think I'm gonna have enough for Tony. I'm just really bad getting into turn 3 for whatever reason. Ooh, I got off that corner good though. I'm gonna cut underneath Jamie Mack. I knew my car was gonna push there. Who was that? Kevin Harvick? I don't wreck you. Yeah, somebody asked me in the comments a couple videos ago why I hate Kevin Harvick. I don't know. He's just a jerk. Like, if you've ever like listened to his scanner stuff, he's usually an asshole. I don't like that. I don't like when like people throw their pit crews under the bus. Because I know Kevin Harvick screws up a lot. They screw up a lot. I mean, it's like, whatever. Just calm down, dude. Freaking driving a car in a circle. Just calm down. Plus, he thinks he's all tough, but I don't think he's ever gotten like a real fight. Besides, like, the one he got in with Greg Biffle, which there was too many people around, so, like, what was Greg Biffle gonna do? Like, nothing. He was pretty much, like, encased in all these crew members. And then there was Juan Pablo Montoya and him, and he just let the little Colombian, like, push him around and grab him and stuff. It was hilarious. Like, you could tell. I don't know if Juan Pablo Montoya is actually speaking Spanish, but his, like, head movements made it seem like he was talking, like, super fast. Ooh, he knows I'm talking about him. And he was just like, yeah, blah, 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 like, pushing him around. It was pretty funny. And then I remember seeing, I don't know if it was that same season or, like, the next season, but I remember seeing, like, a picture of Carl Edwards choking him out. I find that funny. So he's never been in, like, a real fight where he actually had to fist fight. You know, like, I can't even talk about it without laughing. But the John West Townley and Spencer Gallagher fight. Oh my gosh, I was happy to be watching that live. Sometimes I miss the truck races because I have to work, but ended up being that I didn't have to work. And holy crap, that was hilarious. I knew it was happening. Like, when I saw them both sitting, I was like, they're gonna fight. They're gonna fight like complete idiots. And lo and behold, they did, and it was glorious. It was just, I don't even know what to expect. I mean, it's John West Townley, first of all. That should be all you need to know. But then Spencer Gallagher, which I feel sorry for him, because, like, everybody knows John West Townley is kind of an idiot. At least he seems like one. They don't really know him personally, so don't take it that way. But seems kind of like an idiot. But Spencer Gallagher, I don't know much about the guy. But now I'm always going to associate him with, I don't even know if I should consider it a fight, but getting in a slight altercation with John West Townley. And God, the amount of fail in that 1 minute of my life, just, I couldn't handle it. Like, I'm usually the kind of person, like, if I see something, like, awkward on TV, I just gotta change the channel because I hate cringing. I hate it. And that one was so bad that I couldn't look away. It was like watching a freaking train wreck. Literally. It's so horrible, but my God, you just have to keep looking. And they like hugged each other. They were like trying to drop each other, but I mean, they were both about, I mean, they must have been equal strength. It was almost like two titans going at it. Like, if anybody's ever seen like Attack on Titan, like when two of those big things fight, that's kind of how it was, at least in my mind. And finally, like, Spencer Gallagher like dropped him onto the concrete, and then they got back up, and then just the wimpiest punches, and the freaking smirk on John West Townley's face. Just, I died. I literally died. I mean, it was over for the rest of the night for me. I couldn't handle myself. I'm kind of glad I witnessed it, even though it was super cringy. But what was I even talking about before? Oh yeah, Kevin Harvick getting in fights. Yeah, that would have been hilarious. Like, I would have hoped Kevin Harvick would have been in that. He probably, because he does watch, what is it, like UFC, I think. So he probably knows how to actually fight. He just has never gotten in a real one. But do I have to? Okay, I just had like a mini heart attack that I had to pit. And how could this is again? It's coming down to like pit strategy and stuff. Dang it! I wasn't gonna win anyways. Oh crap! Oh crap! Mark Martin is actually here with us. No. He'll probably pit like an idiot though on his final lap. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no! 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 I didn't realize freaking Mark Martin was there, and I'm flying through the air. Oh, I'm sorry, pit road, watch out. Oh, crap. Like, I really loosened up there. I was like, well, it doesn't really matter. 'Cause looks like I'm going to win this race. And freaking Mark Martin, like the legend he is, just says, like, what up? And just passes me in the last lap. I thought I was going to get a good run there, too. But that was not the case. Well, my future ride kind of took over my my win. I led one lap and I got passed. Brian Vickers, you just redeemed yourself, even though I totally wrecked you in this race. But fourth place, good race, son, good race. A lot of people you wouldn't normally expect me in top 10, like Denny Hamlin there, and Juan Pablo Montoya. I forget what the points look like. I'm pretty sure it's between like Juan Pablo Montoya and Greg Biffle, which, ooh, that's not looking good for Biffle. And looks like the other drivers have not finished yet, and I don't feel like waiting. So we're just going to keep going, and it looks like there's chaos in front of us. But whoa. I'm avoiding him. I'm watching like the background. I am still the points leader. Almost have 100 points over the nearest guy. My goodness. Hendrick's starting to make its way up towards the front. Let's see here. Ooh, it's getting close. Pablo Montoya is gaining on him. And I'm pretty sure, actually, there's only one. Yep, it's right up top. One race left. It's definitely between Greg Biff, it looks like, and Juan Pablo Montoya. That's going to be pretty crazy. Ooh, David Runeman. I think this happened to him, like, actually either this season or, like, the one before that, where he was actually doing pretty good until, like, the very end and finished, like, 16th in points or something. Brian Vickers redeems himself. And Mark Martin. Oh, that sucks. That sucks, because he has a win, but it looks like he would have to win again and have Dale Earnhardt Jr. finish in dead last. I think even have, and he'd have to probably, I'm trying to see, that's a 46 point difference. Yeah, he would have to either win and have him finish last, or win, lead every lap, and then have Dale Jr. finish last or second to last. Wow. He needed that win, though. He tried. If the rules are the same as this year, like in real life, he probably would he'd be in the chase, actually. So sucks for him, though. We got like 10 wins, so whatever. And I just looked at the recording time. I was like, oh, like 14 minutes is really short, but I forgot all the tomfoolery I had to go through with my PVR looking like it was retarded. So it's probably more like a 20-25 minute video or something like that. So next time it should be Richmond. Yep, it is Richmond. The final race before the chase. So stay tuned for that. Like, comment, subscribe, flag the video, copyright infringement stuff, press buttons, bye.